Hi, this is Amanda McManus reporting from Walpole High School. Here at Walpole High, members of the Student Council and Green Team have partnered with students and teachers making efforts to help the recovery process. On March 11, 2011, at 2:46 in the morning, the island of Japan suffered the most powerful earthquake in the nation's history. The quake reached a magnitude of 8.9, and shortly after, Japan was struck by a tsunami. The devastation of March 11th has affected people around the world, as well as the community here in Walpole. We interviewed Kinsey Harai, a sophomore in Walpole, about her relatives in Japan.
They live in Sendai, which is in the northern part of Japan, where the earthquake and tsunami hit the hardest. And they weren't in Japan when it happened, so they had no idea if their house was still standing or not.
We also interviewed Walpole High alumni Nicole McConnell, who currently lives in Japan, about her accounts of the disaster.
I was on base in a kind of like a mini mart store when the earthquake happened, and earthquakes are fairly common in Japan. So at first I actually thought I was a little dizzy, but and I asked the guy behind me waiting in line if he was feeling a little dizzy or something. We looked up and we noticed that the signs that were hanging down from the ceiling started to shake a little bit. They had us all divided up into groups, and we would all lose power for a segment of time, and it would change every day. So as far as like effect on daily life, that started to affect our daily life, because the power would be shut down, which meant the trains were shut down, and then there was gas shortages because they weren't getting gasoline, so it made transportation a lot more difficult. Fukushima nuclear power plant experienced problems, as everyone knows, and that those problems, they started increasing fears of radiation, so they just sent out a warning to everyone: stay inside, and don't go outside, and shut all your windows, and don't run your outside heaters, like any vents that would vent into the house.
Perhaps the most striking effort made by the students was the faculty theater held by the Green Team. Ms. Baumgartner, the faculty advisor, comments on the event.
After the Japan tragedy, Mr. Connor kind of suggested that, hey, maybe we should give some of the money to Japan. So it actually worked out really well, because we were able to give $500 towards that, and then we teamed up with the student council. And the money they raised through the petty wars, we put it together, and then Walpole Cooperative actually matched that, so we were able to make double the money. So I think our total was something like $1,500 we were able to send to the Red Cross, so that was fantastic.
The worst is not over. Experts say the island could be suffering the aftershock for years. Although Japan is thousands of miles away, the community of Walpole has been incredibly generous in their efforts in response to this tragic event.